has
What
very
is the
soft
best
eyes.
and the worst thing about being a woman?
He's like a good
The best
person.
and the worst thing about being a woman? Okay. The best thing about being a woman is being a woman. I think it's like being like, yeah, I'm a woman and it's incredible. And the worst thing is like having to be afraid all the time, walking around here alone or any place.
Okay, is it realistic to think that nobody should ever feel unsafe?
If it's realistic, I don't know, but it's like my dream.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, okay? Just because women feel afraid all the time, does that mean they really have a right to be afraid all the time?
Sure.
Well, at the same time, if a woman is attacked in public and a man is attacked in public, who is more likely to be rescued?
The woman.
I don't know. I think.
You
Sorry.
see? She's just scared.
I guess you're afraid.
Yeah, she's just always scared.
That's a post-trauma from my home.
Do you think men are
Yeah,
the
she
biggest
probably
threat
from
to
somewhere where
women,
they
or are
be
men the biggest
exploding bombs
protectors
and
of women?
stuff.
It can go either way,
Yeah.
honestly. I mean, it's the good men out there that want to protect, but then there's also bad men that want to do terrible things.
For the person that's assaulting, there's also a good guy that's there to save.
Yeah.
But aren't most cops and soldiers men?
Yes.
What percentage of men that you encounter catcall you?
A lot.
Probably 85%.
Like, we were just touched, like, multiple times just walking.
Some guy grabbed my nose about 20 minutes ago.
It is a pretty nose, I will give you that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Look at it from the side.
How often
like
do you
her
fear
face.
for your
I mean,
safety when a man catcalls you?
100%.
all the time.
Now, I'm not excusing it. Why is catcalling such a big deal?
I think catcalling is such a big deal because I'm not out here dressed like this. You can give a little pan of the outfit. This is not for others' view. This is for me, and this is what I feel most comfortable in. This is not an invitation for you to come objectify me or decide that this body is meant for you. It's mine.
Okay, and that's fair. I agree with that. Now, for a lot of women who say they dress for themselves, why do you often see women walking around in uncomfortable shoes and skimpy outfits when it's freezing outside?
Because I made that money, and I'm going to spend that money on some cute heels. And I worked on this body, and I'm going to show it off.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying if they were dressing for themselves, wouldn't they be?
A contradiction. She just said this body is for her and not for you.
And now she's gonna say she's showing it off.
But she's going to show it off. It's always like as you ask the questions, the person shows that their thought process and their values and what they deem credible is not backed by logic or reasoning or like I don't know. I think I'm personally, if you ask me about anything that I do regularly or just one time thing, you ask me like, hey, why you did that? I can give you a paragraph of why I did it. And I think that's very valuable because you start to realize the things that's not valuable that you do in your everyday life, and then you start to realize why you do things and understand why you have these type of views on things. So when you have debate or disagreement about your views or however you look at things or however you do things, it's kind of very easy for you to explain why you do that because you already have a thought process of why you even go through this or why you even put yourself through these situations. And I feel like that's very smart. So when people be answering questions and it shows that they don't think that far, it's like, it's a turnoff to me. Like, you could be as pretty as you want, but I feel like it's like air in your head. Like, it's horrible.
Be comfortable?
Yeah. I think that me in heels looks a lot better than me in just a pair of sweatpants. I do feel better, and that is still for me. Even if it's not the most comfortable, it feels good to me.
If a woman has lots of sexy photos on her dating profile and no bio, should she be surprised if guys are only contacting her for hookups?
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
Definitely not.
Why not?
Because she's kind of asking for that attention.
Is she not promoting herself in the same fashion if she's out walking the streets in a slutty outfit?
No.
No.
So why would it make a difference if you're online or out in public?
Because you're posting those photos for like a specific dating app while you're walking outside. It's like how you want to dress.
I dress this way because I want to dress this way for me and not for anyone else. And also, at least here, if you're going to a club, they have dress codes, and you have to dress a certain way in order to get in, and that is why we are dressed this way.
So why can people make assumptions about you online but not in person?
I think they can make assumptions about both, but online I feel like it kind of goes for more like what you post, because you can kind of choose what you want to post and what you don't want to post. Whereas in person, I guess you can choose what you want to wear and what you don't want to wear, but I don't know.
I already know what he's gonna do.
Why do you think women can't just ignore catcalling instead of just hating on all men?
Because when we ignore catcalling, they don't stop. Like they'll just come up to us and like be more in our face and more aggressive when we do ignore them.
I don't really think there's a way to win. There's been times when I can ignore it and they back off, or there's been times when I've confronted it and they back off, or vice versa. I don't say anything, I continue to get followed. I do say something, I put myself in even more danger. You really just have to gauge the situation, and there really is no right answer to what to do.
Is every time I go out, no matter how I look, someone is being inappropriate with me, and that's when it becomes an issue, because it is inappropriate. And I don't mind, like you say, inappropriate things happen every day. Like people either touching you or trying to get something from you. But when I can imagine that's why celebrities struggle being a celebrity status, because they are constantly hounded for attention. And that's how I feel when a guy whistles at me.
Right, but the fact that you bring up celebrities, right? If you ask a celebrity, if you had to give up the idea of being...
If I didn't just peep what happened, she just basically compared how men catcall her to how fans bum rush celebrities. You know, like, imagine anytime any famous person came to your city, they was at the mall, they was gonna do a show or nothing, whatever, how people bum rush them. So that's basically how she explains how men bum rush her.
You gotta insert the video of Nicki Minaj being bum rushed by the crowd.
Paparazzi, everything. People be taking pictures.
She's like, I'm leaving.
They be like, wave over here. They be like, wave over here. Look over here. Everything. That's how she really think about it. Honestly, if you see this lady in the street, leave her alone. Leave her alone. She already feel like she on some type of famous status, and the way men is coming at her, they not up in her face right now.
But her red lipstick is popping though.
That's probably why everybody be in her face.
Famous, in order to never ever deal with paparazzi, would they give up the privilege of being famous?
Probably not.
Would you give up the privilege of being sexy as fuck?
Does the way that you dress
just,
attract the type
that's
of
what he was
attention
meaning.
you want?
Not always.
Not
And my
always.
answer was no.
So is it fair to blame society, or is it better to just change your own behavior?
Probably, I don't know. I would say that a lot of the problems that we see with dating occur. However, I do think that there are ways for people to avoid them and or change their behavior accordingly. 100%.
Yeah, I like videos like this. Yo, click on this video right here. We're gonna see y'all in that one. Right here.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Gonna be something right there. Click on that.